Hello, we're back. We have Peter Svidler and Fabiano and Caruana.
Visually signing postcards. Yeah.
They're doing us a big favor. Anyway,
Yeah.
We'd love to talk about the games, so why don't we do that, and you guys can finish up
Hopefully
later.
briefly.
I know, it's been a long day. It was, I think, I mean, obviously I think the most interesting part of the game, at least from our perspective, and you can tell us, was...
I thought it was funny that you played B4, because I played B4 here.
Didn't I play this against Bruzon in Turin?
I don't know, but I played it against Leko, and
I thought we were still following my game against.
Wait, but didn't he play knight d2 instead of bishop c2?
Pretty sure I didn't. Pretty sure this is what happened, and I played an early d5 somewhere, but I thought.
I mean, I'm not checking games from 2006.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. that's and I, of course, as usual, you know, I failed to check this line. Yeah, I mean, I think. In this position, it's possible to play either maybe takes d5 or the
yeah,
immediate
and then
d5.
I take and play knight e4.
No, this I thought was fine. If I knew that you were going to do this, I mean, I was kind of worried you will play something like this.
No, bishop b...
d4 and knight g5, and you start jumping
this is
somehow.
what I wanted to do,
I was worried. Like knight d4, you can maybe take with a pawn because d7 is hanging. It was annoying me mildly because I'm pretty sure this is how my game went, or at least I think this is how my game went.
This also looks annoying for black. So.
I wasn't so unhappy about this. I played bishop f5 or something. Why am I in such trouble?
I'll probably play a5 and.
Well, c3 might actually be hanging for now.
Maybe maybe I have to play bishop d2 and just.
Yeah, no, you do have this a5 bishop a4 play, but this I wouldn't have been heartbroken. But yeah, I thought, okay, let's play something slower, bishop f8.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just curious. I mean, because you guys are obviously, I mean, you're very wrapped up in the game, and you know all the things that are going on. But if you can step back for a second and explain a little bit about, you know, some of what's going on here, because
you want the strategic plans and things.
No.
It is 10 p.m. You know.
No, I know that, but I mean, just.
I mean, I can do an additional, you know, video on. I mean, I've done a video series on this, so I can continue in the same vein. But I think it's better to just stop on some critical moments.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree with you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway.
I don't know. I mean, I could pass it instead of d5, but.
Yeah, I thought you would play like knight a7 or something.
Yeah, but it's kind of very slow. You go bishop b3 probably, and if I put it on b5, you will eventually, I think, just play c4.
Yeah.
And. It seemed a bit pointless. Yeah, I mean, I considered this, of course, because this is
you're always going to be a bit worse.
Yeah, it's very natural, but I thought d5 was.
I mean, this I just thought was very strong at first.
Yeah, I somehow throughout the game, as you can see, I mean, I thought if you take on d5, it shouldn't be so bad. And here, yeah, I clearly underestimated just how unpleasant this position will be. And knight b8, I mean, it's an incredibly ugly move, but if. I mean, I couldn't really see anything better. And I think the critical line here, after bishop b3, bishop b6, I'm sure you considered it for like the entire time, knight c5. I think you're better.
You mean knight c3, knight d6, rook e6, and queen
c2, knight d5, you go, I think...
And then bishop b2, right?
In some order, it doesn't matter. Bishop b2, knight c6, d4. And I think you end up being slightly better here. Because I missed d4 from far off.
Even if you play e4, it's maybe not so
yeah, but I will be slightly worse, I think. Takes. Yeah,
know.
bishop c4. You will be.
You maybe put the knight here.
I can do it. I can have this position with my move. I can start with knight c before you go queen b1 anyway.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like d4, knight c4, queen b1, and sadly, this is what I was going to do. Yeah, takes. I think you're slightly better, but not very much.
Okay,
yeah.
I mean, I was getting very ambitious.
It's
at this point.
tolerable.
Maybe
yeah.
I shouldn't take on. Maybe I shouldn't go back. I should.
Well, you could allow me to
like
take on a4.
D2.
Yeah, I was considering something like this, or bishop a3, but I take. I go queen d7.
Well, if it makes sense. Okay, queen takes is more natural.
Yeah, queen d7. Put it back on c6 because if the light square bishops are gone, my life becomes immeasurably simpler. And
I mean, I thought I should have a huge advantage, but I couldn't.
You probably do, but it's a very complicated position to play. Yeah, like here.
I mean, okay, d4 is very interesting. f5 and c4. I mean, I spent a lot of time considering this, and then I also wasn't even sure about
failed to consider this properly somehow.
And it looks dangerous. You only have
Why
two
didn't
moves.
you?
I mean, I didn't like knight f4.
What didn't you like?
I didn't like knight f4 here.
Mm.
Yeah, probably I would have
because
to.
this position didn't seem so.
Yeah, those that tend to be somewhat unclear. Yeah, like bishop f7 and your.
He might start pushing.
Yeah, your center is. Also,
and I couldn't see another move, although maybe something.
I mean, I want to play knight d3 next move, probably followed by e4. So you probably have to take.
Yeah, because knight d5, knight h3 in that case.
Yeah, it's no, but the point was it's an incredibly difficult position to play for both sides.
I mean, this is kind of interesting, but I thought it's just too much. I was worried I would just lose.
C6 or something.
Yeah, c6, c4.
I have no idea. You tell me why this is not good. But knight c7.
Yeah,
it's very difficult
maybe
to
first take and then c4. But
yeah,
I didn't want to give up a piece naturally.
Yeah,
and I kind of missed c5, which is
c5. I think is an incredibly important move for me because at least I'm keeping some semblance of control, and also I'm it gives me the before square if you play c4 because if I play something like rook e7, you play c4, knight f6, bishop c3. I thought, and this is very annoying. Yeah, it's. I thought stopping this plan of the bishop, appearing on c3 unchallenged was
rook
very
e7. I even thought that I could play h4, because then I have bishop c6 coming.
Sure, no, I mean rook e7 is a very awkward move to make anyway. Yeah, c5 queen c7
it's already very unclear. I just didn't see any ideas.
I had no idea what was going on. I was just basically making moves and waiting for some concrete variations I could calculate eventually. So
yeah.
I think I'm fine now.
Yeah, I underestimated this move. I thought I was looking at queen d6.
No, but this probably I will run into some serious trouble.
Queen c1 and h5 and bishop g5.
No, this I thought it was. But this suddenly I started entertaining ideas of maybe playing for more than just equality here.
I mean, it's complicated. Either side could be better at some point.
And
although I thought I shouldn't be worse with.
Yeah, but I think after d4 queen c6 you should play queen d4.
Queen c6 I just missed.
Yeah, that was I'd seen but then you're fine. Rook a8 queen c2, yeah.
I can also play knight c5.
You can, but
I mean,
even this, yeah.
But I thought queen c2 and queen c6
with similar ideas. Yeah, knight
c5, rook e6, rook e6,
rook c1. Yeah, I was calculating
g5, and I thought like queen f5 or something.
Yeah, I stopped somewhere here because I no longer believed I was. I mean, even queen takes c5. I mean, why are you?
No, I mean, I was still quite ambitious. But.
Well, you might be better in that endgame anyway.
And here I just didn't like the position anymore.
Yeah, no, this was my plan when I went for knight takes h5. I expected you to play d4, and I thought queen c6 is incredibly strong. And then I spotted queen a4.
Yeah, I should do this.
And I think I'm more or less obliged to take twice on d4 and go rook e8. And I mean, you're always going to have enough compensation here. f3, you might be better.
I probably just regained the pawn by force at some point.
Yeah, no, I thought I should go rook e8. I'm giving up this bishop.
Isn't this an unpleasant ending?
No. Rook e8 instead of bishop. Knight takes d4. I go back. I don't take on d4. No, I thought.
This rook d8. Sorry, I didn't understand what you meant.
Yeah, like this. And I thought that this should be close to equal. Like even if let's say knight d6, rook e1, bishop e1. My weakness on a6 and my complete discoordination probably mean that I'm not even better here.
Yeah, it might just be a draw.
Yeah, so I expected this to happen, and then you played queen b3, and this completely threw me for a loop, because I did not expect that move. Yeah. And I should have gone rook b8 here.
You guys were were in time pressure at this point.
I had 6 minutes against a 2 or something like this.
But there was a lot of moves to make, I think, still.
Not that. I should have spent more time at this point, but basically I thought c4, queen d5 was almost winning. I had a bit of a blackout, which almost cost me the game.
Too. But is this really so strong?
Well, I think it's a huge improvement over the game.
Also, I'm wondering if
rook b5. No, but this is the whole point. Okay. This is the whole point. You don't get the same position.
And this is really
bishop takes. Yeah.
Feels
and it seems like I'm about to consolidate, and I will have an extra pawn, because all of your stuff is locked in. Bishop g7 simply. How do you keep your material? Yeah, you could do that, but once again,
I might just lose.
It becomes incredibly critical for you. So I think you should still go queen a4 even after rook b8, but it's of course an improvement for me to include rook b8 and get the same endgame with the rook on a better square. So no, I just completely blacked out here because I thought c4, queen a4 only move, queen g5, rook a g1 I thought only move. Rook a8. Of course, I can do. I mean,
yeah, you probably have many moves here.
Yeah, like for some reason, the notes on the machine we're doing this on say king h8. I have no idea what king h8 is. Probably a very strong move. Computer suggests. Queen b5 is very sensible. But I had this.
Something like this, I'm better. Yeah.
Yeah, no, d5. I was planning to take with a knight. Then take with the rook, just as I did, and after bishop f4, I was planning to go rook e4.
Yeah, but queen e8.
And then queen e8. Yeah, and then queen e8, and I resigned. Luckily, this didn't at least happen in the game. You know, I spotted it just in time not to lose immediately. But then I find myself.
Also looked unpleasant for you.
Bishop c7, I thought was I like bishop b6 a great deal. I thought it was a very strong move.
No, I mean once I saw this position, I thought I can have some fun here.
Yeah.
Although
no,
I thought that maybe this is a better version.
I'm sorry. No, but even rook g5, rook e6, I thought, you know.
Ah, yeah, okay. This.
I mean, I was, you know, very skeptical about holding something like this with the rook so far away.
Something.
I don't know.
It's probably just over. Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed to me like I could simply be completely lost here. So basically, I start down a pawn here, and yeah, I spent, you know, the first 15 minutes feeling extremely dejected, and then I thought, okay, the game still continues. I should probably try and not resign.
I don't know if I have anything better, but okay, this looks natural.
Maybe, yeah, I mean, it's really interesting because instead of king f7, I almost took on g4 because surprisingly for me, I don't actually want, I think, the passed pawn on the h file. What I do want is pawns on a6 and g6 because it's easier. No, of course I don't need to do this, but what I mean is rook c5 was just such a gift for me.
But I just haven't. Which move can I make?
I don't know. At this point, I just completely stopped thinking about your moves. I thought, okay, I will sit there. I put the chair, you know, somewhere there towards the end of the stage, and I was sitting there with my eyes closed, waiting for you to make a move. And then I will, you know, you make a move, I consider your move. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, I was considering
king g3 or king f3.
But I didn't like this one so much. I thought you'll play g5, and then I just didn't see any way to make progress.
King back f4. I don't know.
This one, yeah. But I mean,
but then king g6, yeah. I mean, I have tremendous counterplay.
My bishop is just.
Yeah, maybe it's actually not that bad. I mean, once the first 15 minutes after the time control, of course, I was calculating queen b3, rook b8, and all those things. You know, thinking about my chance to actually do something in the tournament. But maybe this position is not that bad.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, and this I felt was already pretty close to a draw.
c4 was probably a mistake. I should play king f3, I think.
But I'm not sure how you're making any progress anyway. I put it on c7 and I wait.
And
Can't
I play rook d4 and then put my king on g4? I mean, I'd love to do that.
How do you even win after that? Okay, king c6, king g4, rook f6. I start. Yeah, but then you can't make any progress.
But
actually, rook f5 probably is an immediate draw here first and foremost, which is a bit of a problem for you. And no, I thought.
Okay, so
once I get the king to c6 and I have this kind of a setup, I felt it was incredibly difficult for you to get anywhere near my pieces actually.
So maybe I'll give a check.
King d7, I think. Even king b7. No, but king b7 I don't like. I think I need to keep it in the center.
Yeah, it's not easy to do.
It's incredibly difficult for you to actually make any progress. And yeah, we got to this position. I mean, g5 is almost an immediate draw, but you actually have. Because rook f5 is a huge threat, but you have rook d4 check, king c6, rook e4.
Yeah, no, but I thought rook e4 immediately.
No, rook e4 immediately, rook f5 is a draw, I think.
Rook e7?
King d8.
And I thought I was going to do this, and then take your g-pawn.
Huh? Ah.
And play...
But you lose f2, no?
Oh, wait,
bishop a5. No, this I think is just a draw, no? King e8 and bishop e6 check, and it's an immediate draw. No, but unfortunately you have this check and then back to e4. And I'm not in time because after rook f5 you go rook e6 check and c5. And this position I might actually lose. Because if you get c5, c6 check, yeah, this is a whole different position, of course. You know, I'm passive and my king is driven back to the 8th. But the big question, he played rook g5 and move 59, and I sat there thinking, okay, rook takes f2 forces, rook takes rook versus bishop, but I can also pass.
This, just attack this pawn.
But can't you go king e4?
No, king e4 now you can give a check.
King d5?
And you can take.
Ah.
And this is a much worse version. Because you just get back to...
King d4?
Rook e6.
Ah, rook e6. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was probably stronger. So king e2, rook f4.
I was kind of desperately trying to make this...
Oh, no. This I actually considered. Rook g6, rook c4, bishop e1. How do I... I thought you will do this and you will play. And rook somewhere and you play forever. Rook g5.
Okay, maybe I have to do this, but it should be...
Should be a reasonably simple draw, I guess. Yeah, that was probably a better practical decision. But I thought, okay...
There was another possibility here, I think, that you probably... I mean, you must have seen, so... there's a point here when you could have, I think, just played king around to b7 and then...
like this, or...?
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'll slowly win this.
Oh, and I'm sorry. It was
no, it's not this.
It's not this.
No, but once again, we shouldn't probably dig too deep into this endgame because everybody is a bit. I mean,
tired.
Yeah. Quarter
I mean,
to 11.
just this is nice. At least
yeah, this is a very nice line. Yeah. Rook G5.
That was it. That was it.
And check, yeah.
No, but this isn't it, because if I play a natural move like this, and then if I go to F8, then Rook H5.
Rook H5, and I still get my Rook and Bishop, yeah.
But then I have this intermediate move, and if you go to 6th rank, then
Rook H6,
then
okay,
it's
yeah.
with check. And if here, sorry, not here.
King C8, Rook H8, yeah.
And
I had a feeling this will lose somehow.
And
Bishop A5, yeah.
And then I just bring my king up.
Yeah, no, but then I mean, I'm sort of supposed to know how to make a draw in a Rook against Rook and Bishop. And I was doing fine for a while, but then I just went somewhat crazy, as I expected I would eventually.
No, but the thing is that the second rank defense, when it's on your side, is very simple, but then it gets a bit confusing when it's on this side.
Yeah, I've had this conversation with lots of people actually, whether, you know...
Can't you just rotate the board 90 degrees?
No, the question is, at this point, can I get up and stand here, like to the left of the screen, so to speak?
Is it against the rules?
Yeah, am I allowed to actually get up and change a seat? You know, and I've discussed it with everybody. People who know me are completely bored of this subject. But you know, this is a captive audience, so I'll mention it.
I'll try it.
Because I think it would actually make sense to do this, because yeah, here like King A4, Bishop C5, I should have gone King B3, of course, and then I probably can switch to some other.
Although it changes nothing, we're still in the same position. No, King A4 is. I mean, if you play Rook B8, what do I do?
Rook D7. You actually shift me here, I thought.
Okay, well, yeah, we're back in.
Yeah, you kind of shift me from.
No, wait, King A6. It's still the same position.
Ah, yeah, yeah. I should have. Yeah, of course I should have done this.
This is what we had on.
Yeah, of course I should have done this. Yeah, this is just completely ridiculous.
Yeah, and here I suddenly thought I...
No, but this... Yeah, I went King A4 very fast, and now suddenly realized I'm getting the Philidor. And I started, you know, looking at the score sheet. I stopped looking at the board and started looking at the score sheet.
Counting moves.
Yeah, I mean, you have to play Rook B8, otherwise just immediately dead.
Yeah, I think I lose if I do anything else. Yeah, and then... apparently, somebody on Twitter said that you could play Rook something.
105 Rook B2, but it's
105 Rook B2 apparently.
It's 18 moves according to the database table of bases, but it's of course
Bishop
at that
F2
point
here.
it's 123, which is 57 moves.
I mean,
after
I've solved this Philidor position so many times, and I just forget every time what I'm supposed to do.
But also, I mean, it's a minute. It's a minute, and
yeah, no, I had about 5 minutes, which isn't quite enough.
Gusti will never forgive me if I don't say the stakes is high. So the stakes definitely is high. So
it's not easy to do this.
No, I mean I've drawn Queen against Rook once in a similar situation, so it's possible to do.
Thanks, guys.
Sure.
Obviously, it's about time to get some sleep
tomorrow.
And big games.
Yeah.
Especially. Well. Anyway, thank you very much.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.